Hopeful that we will find a ways to conclude a satisfactory, mutually beneficial free trade agreement with the United States. Labor-intensive products, whether it's textiles, it's leather, gems and jewelry, agriculture, and seafood. I mean, I'm just giving you some examples, would be affected. We are also developing a very strong semiconductor capacity. There is a rare earths mission also that we've undertaken because this has become very important now. Hopeful that we will find a ways to conclude a satisfactory, mutually beneficial free trade agreement with the United States early rather than late, and that would certainly take us to the next step of the visit of President Trump to India, a meeting of the Quad leaders, and I think really setting us back on track. India, of course, is positioned differently because we are developing our own capacities. A lot of it is in collaboration with countries like the United States. We are also developing a very strong semiconductor capacity. There is a rare earths mission also that we've undertaken because this has become very important now. You have to secure your supply chains in a way that does not impact adversely on your industrial capacities. We see ourselves continuing to grow for the next 20 years. So from our point of view, at least the next 20 years. So from our point of view, we have to prepare for the next stage in that industrial growth and development. And emerging and critical and emerging technologies is a very important part of that. In fact, we have a very strong collaboration with the United States, which is now called TRUST, but was earlier called the Initiative for Critical and Emerging Technologies, ICET. And that, I think, is the crux of a very, very strong collaboration between our two countries on cutting-edge technologies. And I think the youth are a very important part of that. People like yourselves, who I think will, bridge our two countries. India, as I said, is one of the youngest countries in the world with an average age of 28 years. A lot of our young people are contributing greatly to scientific and other advancements, including in the startup sector. And this is an area I think all of you are already in touch with your counterparts in India. You are, I think, providing valuable support, financial and technical, in getting the startup sector going. In India, we had a very nascent startup sector a few years ago, but today we have more than 10,000 startups. Many of them are unicorns, and I think many of them are today one of the leading let's say companies that have emerged from their startup status. And a lot of it, as I keep saying, is because of support from venture capitalists in the United States. So this is something that's an important partnership. Global capacity centers, there's hardly any US company that doesn't have a global capacity center in India. A lot of the R&D is being done there. So I think when it comes to technology, we are really countries that are, I think, collaborating very closely. And that sort of collaboration is what I was referring to when I talked about a comprehensive and multifaceted partnership, that there is so much more that we can do. We are already, in the far, I would say, side of cooperation on high-tech areas, and then there's a lot more that we can do out there. So, and it is going to be youth-driven. So I think this is, again, a part of your question, and I think you're absolutely right in saying that the youth of both our countries need to come together to achieve our goal of a developed India by 2047, because it's not going to be people like me. It's going to be those who are today 25 years of age. So in 2047, you be at the age of 50. So the heavy lifting has to be done by the younger people in our country, and that collaboration is important. Tonight, we will be at the receiving end of 50% custom duties for goods exported into the United States from India. These would impact mainly on labor-intensive products from India. Some sectors are exempt, but labor-intensive products, whether it's textiles, it's leather, gems and jewelry, agriculture, and seafood. I mean, I'm just giving you some examples, would be affected. So there are mitigation factors. We are working on minimizing the impact. One of the ways, of course, is to find alternative markets. We are looking, we have free trade agreements with Australia, UAE, UK, the EFTA countries. We're close to concluding a free trade agreement with the European Union. This means that we can access different markets, and we would have the opportunity to divert some of our exports in that direction. I think there would be some scope to also cushion that impact within our country. But I'm a firm believer in the relationship, which is why even before Ravi could give me this label, I had it on already. This is my Indian American hat, and I'm proud to wear this. I believe in this relationship, and I believe that we have the most comprehensive, multifaceted relationship with the United States, the one that we have more than any other country. And I do believe that the strength of that relationship, the values and principles that we share will see us through any ups and downs in the relationship. We've had those in the past, and we have seen them through, and we will undoubtedly see this through as well. I think there are some very good indicators. The appointment of Sergio Gore as the next US ambassador to India is a very positive step. We all know that he is not only someone who has extraordinary capacities, who's contributed very greatly to the political environment in the US, but he's also a very, very close associate of President Trump's. And I think that makes a tremendous difference at this point in time when we are, we need all the bridging that we can get. So that, I think, is a positive turn of events which we should welcome, and we do welcome in India.